this is for you if you are not gaining traction in a new market despite having a faster, better, cheaper solution, be it software, hardware, people resources, whatever. The basic problems are actually often quite the same. And this is also for you only if you are looking for phenomenal growth. And so if you have already seen that you have strength in one market, you have a validated offer, what I'd really like to do is talk about the obstacles that you may be seeing and what they might be. So if you are having an ideal client who would say be gaining 100 million from your solution and you charge them 1 million, look, this should be a no-brainer. But if you are still getting resistance, you need to understand where that is coming from, what the objections are so you can handle them. And really this comes down to perception, this comes down to emotions who are steering rational decisions. Now, with your client, the pain of moving to your solution has to be less painful than the pain of staying where they are. So if you have, for example, sexy, faster, better, cheaper software in biotech, say, the change from a legacy competitor, for example, can often be a big objection that you're having. Now, people can see, well, look, the problems that could be, it's a lot about perception. They don't perceive that you will actually remove the headache of change. You may be coming in cold. You may see that you are not often in several channels that they are in. You may also have the wrong person who is doing this. You may have a right person who is just not set up internally for success. Now, what I see time and time again is that when an established company is put in a, for example, sales consultant, and they give them like 3 years where people are just failing. They're not bringing in the sales results, or at least they're not really building the critical strategic relationships that you need to have. Now look, we are in the middle of a serious market downturn, psychologically at least, and so you really need to be get into the new market. You need to be establishing your champions, you need to be establishing your anchor points and really understanding exactly what it is that people are objecting to, because if you have a validated offer, you've seen that your market is succeeding in one place, and you have this absolute belief internally in your system, if you're the owner or high up in the C-suite at least, and you're still not gaining traction, you really have to be looking at how do you make your clients make a big change from where they are into your better system. Now, you need to be, a lot of that requires micro commitments. This will take time. Micro commitments to admit to them that the pain that they have is bigger than the pain of moving towards you, and then micro commitments towards the vision that you really want to be painting to get up together with them of where you can take them. Now, looking at this can take time. Now, in European markets, we can see that you can have a sales cycle of like 6 months up to 18 months, sometimes 8 years, to get really like established partner-client relationships. But then they're really, really amazing. Whereas you can see in some US markets, you can have a sales cycle of say 3 months, 6 months, and the decision-making process is slower in certain parts and speedier in other parts. And so look, you really want to be, if you are struggling with new market penetration, you must be understanding where the obstacles are. Is it wrong person? Is it right person with the wrong situation? Is it that you don't have the support system set up around your hardware or software or hard kind of product solution? Is it that you're trying to make too big a leap? You really need to be looking at these kind of bigger level pictures. And if you are having a hit rate of, for example, 1 in 5, so that you make 5 like solid proposals that you send out and you close one of them, a lot of people say, well, I don't really need to be looking at the other 4. And I would say we need to be looking at the other 4, because this could be something that you can get a lot of business intelligence about your sales process to then close at a bigger level. The one that you have closed, and also to seed deals with a proportion of these 4. We need to be looking at this. So if you are really looking at doing a 10 times sales increase over the next 5 years, dominance, which is what one of our clients is looking at doing right now. You're looking for global domination. Yes, we are using these kinds of terms because it's just so exciting. You can do this. If you have a validated offer, then we need to be looking at what are the obstacles, what is the perception, what is the psychology that you're using internally and with your prospects. Really exciting times here now in this market right now as we speak. I am super excited to hear, where are you, what are you doing with your growth, where are you stuck, and take a look at this, and we're going to be talking a lot more about this. Okay, have an amazing sales day.